guys, and welcome back to my channel. So the video that I have for all of you today is upgrading my filming equipment or camera equipment, depending on what I decide to call this video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you everything from a new camera, a new shotgun mic, and a tripod. Now it was hard thinking this video through fully because everything I had envisioned, things would just kind of clash or I'd hit like a dead end road. Does that make sense? Like I would think about how I'm going to film the intro and then I'm like, damn it, I need the tripod to film on because my last one is broken and in the garbage. So I can't show the physical thing on camera because I need to film on it. So to help kind of aid those problems, I have a bunch of close-ups and B-roll overlaid on top of this video to give you guys a better understanding of what I'm talking about as I go on. So to start off with the obvious, yes, I am filming on a new camera. This is the Sony A6400 mirrorless camera. And I did film another video on this camera as well called Beauty Haul that was up previous to this video, or a couple videos ago by now. And I'm still learning the functions of the camera and how it works. So please bear with me. I'm still in the learning process. There are many, many more options I find on cameras nowadays as opposed to like 8 years ago, which is what I've been filming on for a while on YouTube. So I really have to get myself reacquainted with what is upgraded into all of these new cameras. So as you can see here, I am filming on two cameras as my setup today. So I have my Canon EOS Rebel T3i, which I've had for years and years when literally there were so many beauty gurus and that was still a thing on the uprising and everyone had that camera in the beauty world. And then I'm also filming on a Sony camera. It has been a little bit of a conversion from the Canon products to the Sony. Like I said, I am a Canon user and have been for years and years, so it's been interesting switching over to another brand and kind of getting familiar with those functions and features. Just a little preface before we get in a little further to the camera and other details of the products in this video is that this isn't going to be a full-on review of each piece. Like I said, I'm just getting it. I'm just unboxing it for the first time today, so I don't even have a full understanding of each piece. It's more of a welcome to my new kind of setup, and this is what I'm going to be using for the next while, and let me know if you guys have tips and tricks, stuff like that. So I do actually have my laptop with me as well to pull up some of the specs for each item. So starting with the camera, like I said, it's the Sony A6400 mirrorless camera, and this just comes as a body, or at least that's what my boyfriend bought it off of Amazon. He bought it just as the body, and then he decided later on what lenses that he thought would be valuable and would be kind of the essentials to go with this camera body. So the one that I'm currently filming on is the prime kit lens, and then we have a little bit of a bigger lens here, which is a 18 to 105 millimeter, and then we have a telephoto lens as well. I'm going to read off a couple of the details of what I found online of what a mirrorless camera actually is, because for the longest time my boyfriend and I both were kind of just like, okay, cool, mirrorless sounds like an awesome concept, but what does that actually mean? So what I found online is that a mirrorless camera is one that doesn't require a reflex mirror, so a key component to DSLR cameras typically. The mirror in a DSLR reflects the light of the optical viewfinder, and in a mirrorless camera there is no optical viewfinder. Instead, the imaging sensor is exposed to light at all times. So this gives you a digital preview of your image either on the rear LCD screen or an electronic viewfinder. So mirrorless cameras are called mirrorless rather than DSLRs because they are mirrored, simply because they are the camera that is second. I hope that gives you guys a little bit of a better understanding, but what's awesome about this camera is that it has a flip-up screen. In some of the previous generation A6000 cameras by Sony, they didn't have the flip-up screens, which was kind of an issue for daily vloggers and stuff like that because Sony is such a great brand, but we do tend to run into issues, myself included, when we don't have a viewfinder to make sure that we're in the frame, not so much to look at our pretty faces. Just playing with this camera a little bit, I noticed the autofocus was absolutely impeccable. I've never seen something focus so quickly in my life, whether it's something super detail oriented like a pattern or a print on a shirt, or my face being ducked behind an object and then pops back into frame. I know that Justine here on YouTube, if that's even what her name still is, she did a review on this camera and she had her friend hide behind a rock or like a little mountain grass patch thing, and she just kept popping up over that item to see how quickly the focus would catch on their faces, and it was amazing. I will definitely link that video down below for you guys to be able to check it out. Another great feature that it has is the advanced real-time eye autofocus, which it basically captures like a little square around your pupils, and it follows that and tracks it across the viewfinder screen to make sure it kind of never loses that focus. And I thought that was an amazing feature that they built into the camera. Another great little feature about the camera is that you can activate the touchscreen, or you can disable it and not have it a touchscreen. So it kind of gives you that flexibility. This camera is awesome for photography and vlogging, which a lot of vloggers have been raving about this camera, especially for vlogging. So I would say it's definitely a well-rounded camera. The next item I have to share with you guys is a tripod. And never did I think, well, I did eventually know I was gonna have to purchase a new one, but I've been using the same tripod for 9 years. And I know that sounds absolutely insane, but basically when my sister and I first wanted to start our YouTube channel, we needed a tripod, and my sister randomly found one in the basement of our house. And she asked my dad if she could use it. Turns out it was my dad's. They don't even sell that branded tripod anymore. I'm pretty sure it's called Sakara. Yeah, it's not really searchable anymore. They sell like one on eBay, and the brand doesn't even have its own website. So it just goes to show you that they're out of biz. But I think my dad said he purchased it for like 40 bucks maybe. So it definitely got its use, and it has now broken over time. So it was definitely hard to part ways with it. As you saw in the beginning clip, I threw that out in the trash, but I knew it was time to upgrade to another one. So I wanted to spend a little under $100 on something that was lightweight, easy to transport, and had the features I was looking for in a tripod. I didn't want anything heavy, and I didn't want a ton of features that were almost overwhelming and annoying to have to go through every time I wanted to set it up. I went to a school, post-secondary education, that we carried very big and heavy, bulky monofrado tripods. And at the end of the day, it was the last thing that any of us students wanted to be lugging around on top of all of our camera gear, lights, and our backpacks. I went back and forth between the tripods that I did the research on, so I was debating between the Mactrem and the K&F Concept 62-inch. And they both have very similar properties, but Canadian dollar. On Amazon, the Mactrem one was $40 or $50 more, so I thought I would take that money and put it into some future gear instead and settle on the K&F because the differences were so little. So as I said, my camera is currently mounted on that tripod, but it came in this awesome case, which was nice because I didn't have a tripod case for my previous tripod, but I do for this one, and I think it's great because I have actually in the past done a lot of kind of on location shoots and fashion videos in the time of being on YouTube, and it's kind of annoying to bring a bunch of little pieces as opposed to one compact piece. So this thing was just awesome. It came in 3 different colors on Amazon. It came in gold, it came in this orangey copper color, and silver as the accents. Like I said, it's super compact and portable, and it's made out of a magnesium aluminum. You can actually fold up the tripod to be only 18.1 inches, which is awesome because it's so convenient, like I said, when you're traveling. It has a 360-degree panning camera ball head that can be rotated 360 degrees around, so it makes it really awesome and flexible when you are trying to get a shot of something. It's a very stable tripod, and on top of that, it carries 10 kilograms of weight, which I don't think I would need more than that. Like I said, I'm pretty much just gonna have one camera propped on it at all times, so I think that's more than enough. And the last little feature that I would like to add is that there is a little hook at the very middle center piece of, I don't even want to say the leg, I want to say it's like a monopod if you were to take that out of the tripod. When you want to add a bag to that hook to hold down the tripod for a little bit of extra weight on an on-location shoot, you can just put your backpack on and it'll hold it down on that windy day. But on top of that, I think it's all crossed our mind at one point or another when we're outside and filming and we don't want to put our camera gear on the dirty ground. So having that little hook to just plop the little strap of your backpack or a little handbag on is super convenient, especially for us girls. The last thing I want to mention with the tripod is that it comes in at about 2.5 pounds in weight, and that is just awesome when you're traveling with a lot of equipment, and especially when it is heavy. It is really nice to have that one piece that kind of lightens the load, especially if it's 0.5 pound or 1 pound. It all adds to the total weight that you're carrying. And the last thing I have in this video to show you guys is a new mic. And I say new, but I actually mean my very first mic. That isn't a voiceover mic. or a podcasting mic. It is strictly to be mounted on top of my vlogging camera and plugged right in, so we have sharper, crisp audio. We're gonna give this a little open. And isn't she pretty? So this is the Video Mic Go lightweight on-camera microphone, and it's funny because they actually promote it kind of with the Canon camera in the picture here, but I've seen people put this on Sony's. So as long as there's an output hole for an audio cable to go into in the camera, you should be good, which this one does. This is an audio mic test without the mic. This is an audio test with the Video Mic Go. So it comes with a little quick start guide. I forgot to mention there also is one that comes with a tripod, and of course there is a camera manual for the Sony camera. My teachers in school always said to get to know your camera so well that you can navigate it, telling someone else with your eyes closed. Now for all of these products, I know that it is important to me, and I'm sure it is important to some of you guys as well, to know the warranty that comes along with more expensive camera equipment. So for the Rhode mic, it's a little bit of a gray area. I'm not too sure. I will definitely have to link it in the description box or across the screen here, that it has warranty of at least 1 year, maybe 2. When you get into the more higher end and expensive mics, they get to be more to the lifetime warranty. I have a podcasting mic from Rode, and has a little pop filter on the front as well, and that one is a 2-year warranty, and you sign up for the warranty with the little pamphlet that comes within the box that is given to you when you purchase the item. The tripod has a 1-year warranty, and the Sony camera I'm not too sure, so I will definitely have to link that up on the screen. So what I'm reading up about the Sony mirrorless camera is that it is a 1-year warranty, but I'm sure it depends on the distributor and where you purchased it from. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for any future uploads that I have coming out. Don't forget to follow all my social media, which will be in the description box of this video, and I will see you guys all in my next video.